Shepherd. So this is what I want to say. Hey, family. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey. Oh, my goodness. Today. I just want, I don't even know where to start. Normally, I come out in the morning when you guys, who was here early in the morning, like 7 or 6 in the morning, y'all? Normally, when I get here, I will come out, John, and I say hi to everybody, and I hug you, and I take pictures. But today, I couldn't do it. Because I come straight from the gym and I have my set it off braids in my hair. I saw all of y'all coming out and I know y'all were waiting, but it's one thing to have your set it off cornrows like when you're trying to do pull-ups and sit-ups, but it's another thing. I just didn't want to let y'all down. Like if I walked out, no, I would have let y'all down. No, don't argue with me. I would have let you down. Like, cause I would have got out the car and y'all would have been like, okay, don't rob me, don't. It was not good. So I didn't get to say good morning to y'all in the morning, so I'm so glad. Good morning. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a great show for you today because from Criminal Minds Evolution, actress Aisha Tyler is here. Aisha! Oh my goodness. I love Aisha Tyler so much because I remember watching her after Greg Kinnear. Look how beautiful Aisha is. After Greg Kinnear left Talk Soup, Aisha Tyler took over Talk Soup, and she was the first woman to host it, first black woman, and I used to see her on stage doing stand-up, and she was smart. You know, she's one of those real smart, cerebral comics where you just laugh, and it's such an honor just to have her on the couch, because I don't think I've told her how much I admire her, and so I'm really excited she is here. Aisha, and then we watched her all the time when she was on The Talk.
She was on one of my favorite squads on The Talk. That ensemble that they had with her, Cheryl, and Julie, and Sarah, and the other lady, it was really, really good.
Yeah, she was really, really good. And I'll never forget, because y'all remember Aisha Tyler from The Talk, right? So I'll never forget, it was the day they all came out with no makeup on, and I was like, Aisha looked the same. Like, she looked so good, she looked the same with no makeup on. So I'm so glad, Aisha, I'm glad you are here. And I always love it when we have a chef in the audience. Chef Jernard Wells is here to cook for us. He is here. Straight from Chi-Town. I love it. So good morning, John.
Good morning. Listen, I know we got a lot of good show today, but
yes, we do.
Everyone is buzzing in the building because right underneath of us, in the studio that Rachel Ray usually uses, they're taping the reunion for the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Oh! Is that why?
Yeah. So if we hear anything on the floor, somebody may have threw something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am seeing there's some people that's going so crazy. I feel like y'all want to excuse yourself and go on downstairs. Excuse me, I don't want to stay for the talk show. I need to go. I want to get the back. Oh, my goodness. So Robin and Giselle and Karen and everybody.
Yeah.
They're all here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm waiting for it. If they get loud, maybe we can sneak down there and watch them when we get done. Okay. All right. Y'all, Stephen A. Smith came by yesterday. Stephen A. Smith, and let me tell you something. Stephen A. Smith, you stepped in it big time yesterday. And I've known Stephen A. Smith for a long time. Now, Stephen A. Smith, he's a sports journalist, and he was here and he had people outraged when he compared Rihanna to Beyonce. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a lot of things. She's spectacular, actually.
Yes.
And congratulations on new mamahood. There's one thing she's not. She ain't Beyonce.
Okay, Stephen A., I literally, I was like, uh-oh, he in trouble. He in trouble. Because, and here's the thing, see, Stephen A., he used to be on his shows at First Take, that he's on First Take, and he's used to a bunch of men, but he ain't never got in front of an audience full of women. And so when he did it, I was like, oh, you remember what Lil Arnold used to say? Willis, you in trouble. And he said, and the thing about Stephen A. that I love, because he got all this swag, look at his face, look at he like, yeah, she ain't Beyonce. He thought he had slam dunked that comment. But Stephen A. Smith, you didn't know about the Beehive and the Navy, okay? Now, the Beehive is Beyonce's fan club. The Navy is Riri's fans. And so it's just certain things that you don't talk about. Politics, religion, and Rihanna versus Beyonce. Oh my gosh. I know that. And see, and Stephen A. Smith is used to men coming after him. That's what he does. Like, he compares LeBron James to Michael Jordan. Stephen A. Smith's job on ESPN is to evaluate talent, and he starts controversy. But what he didn't realize, that he was in front of a bunch of strong female women comparing Beyonce to Rihanna. Woo! Woo! And I tried to help him. I was even saying with my eyes, Stephen, don't go there. Don't go there, Stephen. And Stephen, I'm sorry, but you had to learn the hard way. You thought all that swag and pulling your tie was gonna save you? The Beehive and the Navy, they ain't nothing to play with. Any fan group that's called the Beehive and the Navy, you know they gonna come for you. You know they gonna come for you. Now, Stephen, he eventually apologized, but here's the thing. I don't know if I think that he should have apologized, because this is what Stephen A. Smith does for a living. He gets paid to voice his opinion, and he came on the show and he did it. And I want to think that we live in a place in our society where you can have an opinion. Because once you start opening the door, you always got to open the door. You always got to keep apologizing. And I would say to Stephen A., you apologize, but Beyonce and Rihanna ain't think about you. And he said, you know, the Riri's not on the Beyonce level. Like, Riri ain't concerned about you, because she changing diapers, and she worked, the baby did projectile vomiting on her. Y'all, anybody know a baby projectile vomiting is? They get in that thing where they just keep upchucking on you. She trying to keep the baby together. She got $1 billion empire called Fenty. Riri, like, Stephen A., who? And here's the thing, and Riri knows she is at the level that she needs to be on. Her and Beyonce are two of the most secure women I've ever seen. Okay, you see how I fixed that up, Beehive and Navy. You see how I did that, Stephen A. That's where you got to do it. So we got to lighten up. We got to have a good time. And also, I love it because, Riri, we are rooting for you. We have not seen you in a long time. We know you had this baby. We are rooting for you, mama. She better come out with that, what's the SNL? I'm perfectly boy. And y'all, so give Stephen A. another chance. He is a sweetheart. Go buy his book, Straight Shooter. Because in his book, he really, we gotta have grace, because look, in his book, he honors the women in his life. He talks about how his mother was instrumental in getting him to where he is, and his sisters, what a difference they made in his life. So he did apologize to Riri, And go give him a chance. Go watch ESPN First Take and see what he do. But now, y'all, and what's it? There's a saying, something in there saying some.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Does Stephen A. remember that? Comparison is the thief of joy. You got to come on here and have joy. So. I'm very excited about this news. Madonna is back because this icon announced that she is going on a 35-city world tour where she is going to, and not only going on a world tour, Madonna is going to play her greatest hits when she goes on tour. And I'm so excited about this because I can't stand it when I go to a concert and the artist is playing songs that I've never heard of. You know, they'll get on the microphone and they're like, this is from my new album. I ain't heard that on the radio. I've never heard these songs. I ain't seen no dances to it. When I go see groups and I pay that money, if I see New Edition, if I don't hear Candy Girl, I'm so upset. If I don't hear something that starts with Ronnie, Robbie, Ricky, like because those are the songs that get you going. Those are the memories. If I am paying $400 a ticket for Madonna, this is what I want to hear. Holiday, Like a Virgin, Vogue, and Papa Don't Preach. Because when I go to Madonna's concert, John, I'm gonna be dressed in a certain era. And I know the kids, y'all who really don't know Madonna, you're gonna be looking at me like, why auntie dressed like that? And I'm gonna be like, watch, she gonna sing the songs and you're gonna see why I'm dressed like that. And so I am so happy, and I'm also happy that Madonna is proving that a 64-year-old woman can still do a 35-city tour. Because to do something like that, it is physically grueling, and Madonna just had, she just had hip surgery. So, yes, she did. So I'm giving her props because she's energetic. And it's like Madonna is an icon on her own. I am not comparing her to anybody. You see what I did, Stephen A. Smith? I didn't bring up Stephen A. Smith. I didn't bring up Mariah not one time. Not one time. You see how that's done, Stephen A. Smith? Madonna, the celebration tour kicks off July 15th in Vancouver. So we will be there, Madonna. Yes, we will. If you took a holiday. That's why I don't sing. I'm a talk show host. I can't sing. Save my life. Now, y'all, Cardi B is back in court. Cardi B is back in court because back in September, Cardi was ordered by a judge to complete 15 days of community service. But she has completed a total of 0, which means she hasn't started. So now the judge is giving Cardi until March 1st to complete the community service. You know, first of all, Cardi B and community service don't even sound right. If I see Cardi B, like there's a picture of her even going to court. Do we have the picture of her when she walked into court? Look at this. This is Cardi B walking into court. If I see Cardi B on the side of the road picking up trash, I am going to pull over in my Uber and I'm going to help Cardi B pick up that trash. Like, Cardi B. And y'all, Cardi B's real name is Belcalis, but her nickname is Bacardi. Her sister's name is Hennessy. When you got Bacardi and Hennessy, you know it's gonna be trouble following you. So I'm going, Yana, you gotta give her a chance, give her some more time, because Cardi B showed up to court. Who shows up to court in a white fur and a bodysuit? And there's one picture I saw of her in court. Look, Cardi B ain't even listening to the judge. Cardi B is looking at her angle. She done told the doggone jurors, move out the way. Look at her. And I'm so mad because she looked so good when she went to court, because when I went to court and I had to go with all of the ex-husbands, my lawyer told me, he said, wear the plainest thing possible, because the judge holds it, they look at you and you don't want them thinking that you got all of that. So I went to Marshall's, I bought a pale pink sweater with a plaid skirt, and I wore flats. They said, do not wear stilettos. I'm so mad at my doggone lawyer, I'm gonna fire them right now. Because if I'd have known. Look at all of that ass Cardi B got. What kind of community service? What kind of community, just to bend over and pick up a beer can on the side of the freeway. No, she can't do that. So this is what I want to say, Cardi B. I want to help you out. I want to say, come over to the Sherri Show to do your community service. Come over here. I will help you, girl. I'm telling you, we can make some coffee, we can make some copies, sit on the couch and talk to me about your new album. We'll go clean a couple toilets. Your community service will be done. I will help you, Cardi. Come on over here. Y'all don't go anywhere because up next, Aisha Tyler is here. She is a comedian, she's an actress, a director, an author, and a talk show host. Now she is back reprising her role in Criminal Minds Evolution. Please welcome Aisha Tyler! Get your acting on.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
And because I love it when I say, you know, knowing you from stand-up comedy and seeing this, like, you're just so good. You're so amazingly talented.
First of all, you guys, I feel like Sherri and I have known each other for like 20 years at least. Because we both did comedy. We're on the same comedy circuit. So we've known each other forever. We've just watched each other like soar and pause and run and stop. And I am so freaking happy for you.
Thank
you are exactly where you should be right now.
God.
I'm just thrilled to be here, and I love you.
I just have to give you your props because I remember you were like one of my, like you just were rising, and all the comics would look at you and you would inspire. And your first book, I think it was called Swirl. And I remember Swerve. And I congratulated you, and I called my agents, and I was like, I want a book deal. I want to write a book. And the first time I got a book deal, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna make this deadline. This is hard. And I just have always wanted to give you your props because I've been inspired by you to step out of my zone and to do different things, which you have done. So I'm glad I'm able to say this right now to you.
Well, you inspire me too.
Thank you, girl.
I adore you.
I got so much to talk to you about. So let's get. You went to London recently, which is you got to do something that you have been dying to do.
This is so crazy because you know we're just out here doing our little thing and trying to make our art and make a living. But people kept DMing me and saying I'm in this bar in London and they have a drink named after you in this bar.
Really?
And like there's a drawing of me and they made me look super cute. And I was like,
The Aisha Tyler.
It's called the Aisha Tyler. And I like made a little appointment and I went in there and I ordered the drink and it was delicious. And I had several. Later I was like, I hope I was well behaved. They were like, you were cute. I mean, you were loud, but you were cute. Yeah.
I just love that the fact that they were like, we have to make something. What does she seem like? Well, she looks like she's delicious.
Oh, you should see. It says like the description, which is hidden by the drink. It says dark, robust, and jammy.
Oh. You better go ahead.
I was like, true story.
Put that on your profile, girl.
Yeah,
dark,
it was
robust,
a great
and jammy.
experience. Yes.
I did not know this. I did not know that you are I knew you were a comic geek, but I did not know that you were a neat freak.
Oh, and I feel like as I get older, I get crazier. Do you know what I like your OCD just really starts to jump off? Like COVID turned me into a maniac, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm in here scrubbing my navel oranges and stuff like that. And I remember I tweeted like in the middle of COVID, like I am in here dust busting the inside of my freezer. Send medical help. But I just, your work, it's stressful. And so to have your space feel peaceful and clean for me is like, and also sometimes I get home from a stressful day and I'll organize my fridge and turn all the labels around. It's just like a way to calm down and a way to make everybody in my life crazy. But it's like a double, it's like a double whammy.
But that works for you.
It does work for me.
Girl, and another thing that happened for both of us, I know it changed my life, but we were both on Friends.
Yeah, we were.
And I had a scene with Joey and Ross, but you dated both Joey and Ross on Friends.
I did.
Doing Friends changed my life. What did it do for you?
I mean, the same thing. That was the biggest show in the world when it was on and when both of us were on it. And I was only supposed to do 4 episodes. I ended up doing 9, which was a really lovely surprise. But the very first episode, in front of a live audience like this, and then at the end you go out and you do a curtain call and you all bow and we're waiting for the curtain call. And I'm terrified, by the way. You're just trying not to suck on that show. And Matthew Perry comes over and he leans in and he goes, "Get ready for your life to change." And it did. It changed my life. I mean, it gave me new opportunities. More people knew about my work and what I was doing. To this day, people are like, "It's the black girl from Friends." So, all over the world, "Hey, black girl from Friends." Which I'll take it. I will take it.
Oh, God. And that's the girl that's dark and yummy and robust.
Yes, exactly. Dark. Hey, dark, jammy, robust girl from Friends. Get over here.
So, and another thing I didn't know about you, I did not know that you dated a famous Academy Award-winning actor in high school.
I did. Way before this person had an award, I dated Sam Rockwell in high school.
You did?
Yes. And I mean, we've known each other since I was 15 years old. We're still really great friends. I posted on my Instagram when he won, like, just tears because he's such a talented guy and he's sweet. He's about 1.5 feet shorter than me. So I spent all of high school kind of like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, we going. Hey, want to get some food?" But I love him, and I'm so happy for him. And he's a really sweet guy, super talented.
Is he a good kisser?
Yeah, he was a good kisser. He has that kind of like James Dean kind of cool thing going on. And he was just here. I saw him on Broadway in American Buffalo with Lawrence Fishburne. It was an amazing show. He's so good.
Okay, so I want to say congratulations because Criminal Minds is back after 3 years. 3 years. So how does it feel? What's different about it now?
First of all, we loved the show. The cast was so close.
Yeah.
So when it ended, we were like, we were bummed. We really thought we had more to say and more stories to tell. And when it came back, it was just like a victory lap, But what's great about it is now it's on streaming. So, the old show was 42 minutes. This is an hour. And also we get to speak more like you would speak in real life. Like if you stumble across a buddy in the park, you're not gonna go, "Oh, gee willikers, what happened here?" So then we get to drop an F-bomb occasionally and it just feels a little grittier and more authentic. And we get to spend more time with these characters with their personal lives because this is dark work and it would affect people in specific ways and we get to explore that a bit more on the show, which I think is really good.
Well, this is, give Aisha a hand. Because you play an FBI forensic psychologist. You're trying to catch serial killers. Like, does it get a little creepy?
It's so funny because it's not real. You know what I mean? We know it's fake. But I remember doing this one scene with A.J. Cook, and it was about a guy who was dismembering people and putting them into dumpsters. And we had, and this wild thing is, a lot of these are based on real life cases. And we're in the ME room, and there's a body on the table, and then AJ are looking at each other. We're like, "You want to leave here for a minute and go, can we go outside and have a hug or something?" So it does get you, but you want to service these stories with honor because, these are things that real people have gone through and you want to really give the work the respect that it deserves. And we love that the fans love this show. I mean, it's 16 seasons now. It's the #1 streaming show. Like, it was popular before COVID, but during COVID, it became the #1 streaming show in the world, which is incredible. And that's because of the fans.
You continually, this is what I love about you, Aisha. You are always doing something different because you also starred and directed in Fear of the Walking Dead, and you played a zombie. You played a wrestler zombie killer in Fear of the Walking Dead. Do you like playing bad girls?
I do. I love to play a badass. You gotta let that energy out. You gotta let let that energy out. And it was such a fun role because she had been living in the wasteland alone for a lot of time, so she was kind of interior, but she had lost the love of her life.
Yeah.
And then she goes to save his life, and she's up there like pile driving zombies and jumping off the top rope. And I was like, all my wrestling fantasies came to life. Although a little stickier than I anticipated, but it was so fun. I look like a little bloody samurai.
You do. You do look like a badass. And then the other show that I love you in is Whose Line Is It Anyway? And this season, you're the host.
Yeah.
You're the host, but next season is gonna be the last season.
We're about to take the last season of the show.
Is it a little bittersweet?
You know, the bittersweet part of it is how much I love working with Colin, Ryan, and Wayne. They're just incredibly talented guys. And in fact, when I first took over the show, the sound guy had to come down. I was like, you gotta stop laughing so loud. Dude. Like, you blowing everybody out. I was like, I love it, so funny. But I love these guys, and I think we really are excited to get the band back together one last time and give the people what they want. You know, it's just so much fun. I love it. I love it. And you guys don't see it, but we make a lot of mistakes out there. There's a lot of F-bombs dropped on that set as well. I hope they come out with like a blooper reel at some
That'd be
point.
funny.
Yeah, it would be really funny.
To just see you guys. You know what? I love you so much, and I want you to stay. Okay?
I would love to stay.
Because more with Aisha when we come back. Keep it here. Talking. We are back with Aisha Tyler.
Yeah.
So Aisha, we were just talking about being a stand-up comic. You got so much on your plate. Are you gonna do stand-up again?
God, my closest friends ask me that all the time, and I love it so much. I did it for 20 years. I paid the mortgage for 20 years. But now that I'm directing full time, it's taking so much of my energy, and I love directing, and I really feel like it's what I was meant to do. And another part of that is what I want to do is there's so few Black female directors. There's so few women of color directing that I feel like I can do the best work here, like leading by example and creating opportunities for other women of color. So that's really what I think my purpose is.
Girl, I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay, so you're here. We're gonna have some fun right now because you're a famous Tyler, and in showbiz, you're famous Tyler. But there's so many other Tylers out here. So I want to know. I want to test your knowledge, and I want to see how many of these Tylers you might know. So we're gonna play a game called Name That Tyler. Okay. Now what you're gonna do, Aisha? You're gonna hold up photos of famous Tylers, and I'm gonna give you clues, and you gotta see if you can guess which Tyler it is.
I should have had some Wheaties, y'all.
You're gonna be fine. We're gonna put 45 seconds on the clock. You got 45 seconds to guess. All right, put 45 seconds on that clock. You ready? Here we go. Hold up that first picture. Okay, Tyler Henry. Okay, he's a famous psychic. He's young and blonde. He goes with
Tyler Henry?
Tyler Henry. That's it. Okay. All right. He was a child actor. He starred on Everybody Hates Chris. He just
Tyler James Williams.
Yes. Okay. All right. She had an iconic sitcom in the 70s. She could turn
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yes. Okay. Shoot. Okay. He's a famous rapper. He won 2 Grammy Awards. Hit songs are What's Your Name, Earthquake, See You Again. Okay, you don't get pass. Okay, he has red hair. He won the Tony Award for Take Me Out. He was on Modern Family.
Oh, Tyler. Oh, God, wait, I know him personally. Shoot, he's in my phone.
Okay, here. Okay. She is a famous actress. She said, oh. But you got
I would have gotten these ones. Why wasn't this first? The hell is going on in here? Recount. Oh my God! But you know what happened also? Like when I'm at that age right now, and I'm not a mother, so I can't even blame having like mommy brain. But I'm always like, you know that guy with the stuff and the hair. He got a head and some eyes and a nose. You know what I'm talking about. Can't think of anybody's name at all.
I love you so much, Aisha. We're gonna give you Tyler Perry.
Yes,
Thank you so much for being here. Criminal Minds Evolution drops weekly on Thursdays, exclusively on Paramount Plus. And up next, I'm cooking with Chef Jernard Wells. Don't miss it. Aisha Tyler! Our next guest is a chef of many minister and host of Clio TV's New Soul Kitchen. Now, his book, Southern Inspired, features delicious and innovative recipes that remix classic Southern dishes. Would you please welcome Chef Jernard Wells? Okay. So now, I'm very excited for you because you are about to start your 4th season on Clio TV's On Your Show. So how's this going?
Oh, it is going so amazing. As I always tell people, favor is great. And going into my 4th season of New Soul Kitchen, it just gets better and better every year. You know, who would have thought that you would see this Chicago, Mississippi native guy on TV, and more importantly, on TV with you. That's where the blessing is. But the show, one of the things I showcase is innovative dishes, Southern dishes from what I know, what I love, how I grew up, but I modify them for today's healthier lifestyle. So you can eat and enjoy it at the same time.
Oh, this sounds good. Yeah. All right, so Chef Jernard, before we even start, we want to introduce you to our guests at the testing table. So we have our regular, fine, gorgeous man, Mr. Marco G. over here.
How's it going?
We also have the beautiful, with a beautiful smile, Nadine.
Yeah.
Right here. And Althea, as she whips her hair back, we got Althea over here ready to eat.
Yeah, ready to eat. And I'm ready to feed you.
Okay, so now let's get started. Tell me, I can smell it. What are we making?
Yeah, see, it's all about, as I always say, food and love goes hand in hand, and it's all about attracting them with the smell before you even feed them. Okay. See, we fall in love with our noses first. So what we're gonna make is our blackened salmon with the Creole cream crawfish sauce on the top. Some of my mother's signature buttery garlic mashed potatoes. Then we're gonna finish that thing off with a peach blackberry. Yes, you hear me. Peach and blackberry mint julep. So
I'm over here. If you say you fall in love with your nose, I am a stalker. Right here. I have fallen.
Yes. Think about it. The smell attracts you first before even going in.
Yes.
And this dish is really simple. So what I always like starting off with, you can start off with some honey, or if those who during this season are going through the fast and don't want to do the honey because they took sugar out their diet, they can use a monk fruit, you can use an agave, whatever you like. But then that honey just gives it a nice good coating. So we can add that nice blackened season, whatever. Yeah, go ahead on. Because see, food is about those emotional touches. See, when you touch it, you actually connect with it and become one.
I'm telling you, I'm single. I'll touch some salmon.
Look, people think it's a game, but it's still true. The quickest way to anybody's heart is always through the table. Believe me, food is first base before anything else transpires in your life. So now we got some crawfish here.
Before you even started, I see everybody going to town. Nadine, what's going on down there?
You know, I'm from the island.
Okay.
And we have a saying that goes that you put your foot in it.
You put your foot in it.
Put my big toe in, pinky toe in there.
One foot. Okay, all right, so let's keep going. What's going on here?
All right, so now what we're gonna start off with is our base, which is our trinity. Celery, bell peppers, and onions.
Oh, nice.
Then we also add a little spinach in there to give you a little green contrast.
Okay.
Also some fresh garlic to bring it in, because we know garlic is heart healthy at the same time.
Yes, garlic.
So we're gonna get those fresh tomatoes in. We got some crawfish here.
Come put the crawfish.
Yes,
Althea, have you been tasting it? What do you think so far?
Can't stop tasting it. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh, okay.
It's just creamy and rich and tasteful. Like, I can't stop tasting it.
That's the same thing my wife said. You know, that's how I hook up. Hey, look.
She said it's creamy and
look,
flavorful.
guys, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the crawfish blended in.
Look at
All of this is building flavor profiles right here. And then in my new cookbook, Southern Inspired, I teach you how to make this. I teach you even how to make the Creole seasoning.
Okay, what is this?
Coconut milk.
Oh, the coconut
That
milk.
natural sweetener gives it in, and it gives a nice, good creaminess to build this sauce.
I love it. Okay, now you cook like this. I love this. You've been married for 25 years to your wife.
Yes.
Now watch, y'all really gonna clap. You have 9 children.
I do. Look, guys, I'm retired out of the business, but I still like to play the sport.
Okay, you sure do. Now, 9 kids, 25 years, you do the cooking for your family.
I do. It is true, as they say, the way you walk into a relationship is how you should try to stay. And when I first met my wife 25 years ago, my thing was, can I cook for you? It wasn't, could I take you out on a date or anything like that. Of course, I ain't have a lot of money back then, but I knew how to cook because I learned that from my mother and father.
Okay.
So, look, I put those skills to use, and here we are 25 years later.
There we go.
Still cooking.
Now, what is over here?
All right, now, As we let our crawfish and our coconut cream sauce cook down into that nice creaminess, this is our sauce for the buttery garlic mashed potatoes here. And what you start off with, we got heavy cream, sour cream, we got chicken stock, we got a little butter in here.
And you put all that in together?
Yes, to make that creamy sauce. And then what you want to do is, while you're making that, go ahead and peel your potatoes, slice them, dice them, whatever you want, boil them so they're nice and moist. And then once you get them together, then boom, here, we just add it right over. That's how you bring it all in.
Ooh,
that's how you bring it all in and get you a nice good whisk.
Whip
and we're gonna go into a good smash. If you got a little aggression in you, the perfect thing to have is some potatoes, because you can beat it all out, guys. Now, they're gonna look beautiful and fluffy like this once you get done. And then you have your salmon here. Let's go ahead and get one of these in here.
You know, it's so funny because I told Jernard, I told everybody, you know, you were a Chi-Town native. So I know my favorite food is. What is your favorite food from Chicago?
You know, I have to say the Italian beef with the spicy peppers and dipped.
Portillo.
You already know it. You know, look, I can't enter the city or leave without going and getting me an Italian beef at Portillo's. It's something about the nostalgicness of bringing it in. And that's one of the things, even with my book, I tell that journey of my parents moving to Mississippi to help my grandparents on their farm, because look, they own 200 acres of farmland, and that's why I really got the enrichment.
Where you got it.
Yes.
Now you about to put this mixture on the
right over the top of it.
Do we have something to drink with all of this?
Oh, you better believe it. Look, let me hit this with a little garnish right here.
Okay.
I got this peach and blackberry mint julep just for you.
This is a mint
fresh
julep?
Yes, and you know why, guys? Look, we got to cheers to this thing because we're celebrating a renewal for 2 seasons. Yes, indeed. Give it up for my girl, Sherri. That's what it's about.
And Marco hasn't stopped eating. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Jernard, Chef Jernard, thank you so much for being here. And studio audience, you are all going home with a copy of Jernard's book. And for more info on these recipes, go to SherriShowTV.com. We'll be right back. Let's play How It Started and How It's Going. Now, I am here with Sydney from Florida. Now, Sydney, I'm going to show you a photo of a celebrity at the start of their career, and you have to guess who it is. Okay, so here we go. Let's see our first celebrity. All right, this woman said she is the former First Lady. She's a graduate of Princeton University and Harvard Law School. She all said, when they go high, we go low. Can you guess who this woman might be?
Michelle Obama.
Oh, there you go. Let me get on over here. Now, our next player is Corey from Atlanta. Let's see our next celebrity. Okay, here's some clues. All right, this little foodie was the highest paid TV actress for her role on Modern Family. She's married to the hunky Joe Manganiello. She was born and raised in Colombia.
Sophia,
you got a last name? You got it, Vergara. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Corey, for playing. And you are both going home with $100 gift cards to Chelsea House Restaurant. One Last Laugh is next. Don't miss it. And today's laugh comes from the Miss Universe pageant. This has been going viral all this week. Watch how over-enthusiastic Miss France is, how she gets during the contestant introductions. Roll it.
Ecuador! Egypt! El Salvador! Finland!
Okay, wait a minute. I'm not sure if I heard that right. I gotta see it again. Hold on. Play it again. Sure! Can y'all imagine if I started my show that way every day? Sure! Oh my God! Wait, can we play that one more time, Miss France? It makes me laugh. Can we play it like one more time? Oh gosh, welcome to the show! All right. Thanks for the laugh. We'll be right back. be saying this every day. The Sherri Show has gotten nominated for an NAACP Image Award. And my podcast, Two Funny Mamas, with my best friend Kim Whitley, has also been nominated for an NAACP Image Award for entertainment and art. So go to NAACP Image Awards something and you can vote for both of us. I sure would like to win an award. I hope, and also go to Sherri Show TV for tickets, to follow us, tell your mom and them. And I hope something on today's show put a smile on your face. We got another great show tomorrow. Kristen Chenoweth is gonna be here. Plus, Jacquees is here to perform. Until then, be intentional about having a good time. Bye-bye.
Nice.